We're joined now by Alfonso Aguilar, president of the Latino Partnership for Conservative Principles and the former chief of the U.S. Office of Citizenship. Welcome back to the program, Alfonso.
Thank you so much for having me.
As a Catholic and a Latino, what is your reaction to Donald Trump's demands?
Look, I think this is just the beginning. It's a wish list to begin negotiations. So I think whatever consensus comes out of Congress, whatever bill comes out of Congress, is clearly not going to include all of those proposals. In general, if we look at the proposals, they're reasonable. There are things that have been discussed in the past. The idea of reforming our immigration visa system so it's more merit-based instead of family-based is something that has been discussed for a long time. Even fencing is something that where there is consensus. In the past, Republicans and Democrats have supported fencing. So look, I think at the end, if they're able to achieve consensus, it should be around some simple ideas. The DREAM Act, obviously, or DREAM Act-like legislation that provides relief to those who benefited from DACA, plus some resources for border security. Clearly, the more ingredients you include, or the more elements you include in a bill, the more difficult it's going to be to pass it through Congress.
Now, you said when you're talking about all this, you're talking about potentially passing protection for dreamers, as well as in exchange possibly for other kind of policies.
Right.
So do you think this is a reflection of what President Trump himself really wants, or is he getting advice from other advisors?
I don't think so. I mean, the person that advised him on immigration is Stephen Miller, who used to be an advisor to Jeff Sessions when he was in the Senate. And I think this reflects Stephen Miller's views, who tend to be restrictionist, not very supportive of immigration. But I think Donald Trump has made it very clear that he wants a victory. He wants to get a bill that includes legislation that provides relief to dreamers and also resources for border security.
One other issue I want to ask you really quickly about, Alfonso, is the issue of green cards, because the Trump administration has been talking about potentially overhauling the program right now. They want to obviously allow spouses and minor children to use that system, but they want to try to end this thing called chain migration. Right. You have extended family coming in. I guess my question to you is, as a Catholic, how do you view that system in terms of the potential of dividing families?
I think it's reasonable. I think what they're saying is you should be able to petition your immediate family, but not your extended family. Right now, under our current system, you can even petition brothers or sisters, and that leads to chain migration. So that's a valid point. Limit family reunification to immediate family, not extended family, but make it more merit-based. So we bring in people who have skills that our economy needs.
So many big issues here to sort through. Alfonso Aguilar, with the president for the Latino Partnership for Conservative Principles. Thanks so much for sorting through it with us.
Thank you.